I am injured. It took me a week to admit that. About 2.5 weeks ago, went and crushed a workout, and I was on the cool down, and I felt a little pain in my ankle, and ignored it. Fear lives in the future, and this idea of regret and remorse live in the past, and so you have to try to stay as present as possible when injured. The real test will be the cool down.
The other thing that he has going on is some arthritis. Gets bad rap, but basically it's irritation between the joints of 3 of his middle foot bones. So one of them is called the talus, one of them is called the navicular, and one of them is called the middle cuneiform. And there's some arthritic changes or irritation, swelling, inflammation between those joints that's causing a lot of irritation. So we are doing some recon here. We're trying to mobilize his foot, improve the mobility here, and also we're going to do some soft tissue work on those tendons, try to alleviate some of the symptoms and help facilitate the healing. So doing he's got some tight feet, so we're doing a lot of work here to mobilize and improve the movement within his foot.
Like the number one thing that helps probably the most is just how hard cross training is, because then I'm so motivated to get healthy because cross training sucks so bad. Go tape.
I'm gonna get you a roll of it. Now you pull your foot up.
You know, even last build, like I had some high hamstring pain, right? And I rolled my ankle. Like there were 2 fairly moderate injuries just in my last build. One of the good things about those injuries though is that I was still able to train at a very high level. And still, get through workouts. The difference with this one is I kind of had to admit to myself that this was serious and that I had to cross train. And, one thing that I learned recently is you don't lose fitness nearly as fast as you think you do, like not even close to as fast as you think you do. And the fact that I've been cross training so hard, I bet I haven't lost a lot of fitness, but I guess the thing that becomes so daunting is, you might not be losing fitness, but how much fitness are you truly gaining?
All right. Welcome to the pain cave. This is where I live. Clayton decided to join. Hopefully he doesn't have to stay for long though.
Both Davin and Creed have been showing me their cross-training ways because they are the kings of cross-training.
Training for NCAA's cross country. So we got Big 12 conference meet in a week and a half, and then about 5 weeks till nationals. So just trying to get some extra fitness and race well, just compete. It's the last dance for me, so almost done. He was getting like wheelchaired off the course and like could have barely functioned for like 3 days because his muscles were so wrecked. So he's kind of like, oh, if I'm this wrecked, like I'm glad I like pushed myself that much. But then after a little bit, he's like, like a brutal 16-week build, just to not finish, which sucks. But he got really fit.
He's got to be so proud of that build, though. Like, the fact that he's probably the healthiest he's ever been, and arguably maybe the fittest he's ever been.
Yeah, I can bring this up. Yeah.
When I think of biking, I think of you.
Yeah.
and that summer of Quadzilla, dude.
Yeah. If you freak out when you go and watch it.
These are the stride pods. I like to wear them with my ankle kind of being a little bit weak on that left side. We'll maybe be able to see a little bit in the data how my return to form comes, how my biomechanics look, what my foot path looks like, what my impact loading rate looks like, what my stride rate looks like, and even my left-right balance. How does it compare between the two? So, got all the metrics.
Sweet.
You essentially wear a pair of shorts that zips into this giant inflatable bag, and the bag essentially supports your body and your weight, and you can set your body weight percentage to exactly what you want. So right now,
supposedly I'm running 66% of my body weight. The shoes I'm wearing are actually the Kayano A6 shoe, which is a stability shoe. Has a lot more arch support to help me for my injury. My first mile was 7:44 per mile. 6:59, 6:45, 6:36, 6:30, 6:20, 6:11, 5:43. So you could even tell I was getting antsy the whole time. I was just cranking the dial. It's like you went from the moon back to the earth. Close. Connor, before the Houston half when he got injured, I think swam 5,000 meters in the morning and 5,000 meters in the afternoon in one day. So he swam 10 times as much as I did in one day.
Is that the actual number?
I think so. I've done it before. I've done it a few times, so I wouldn't be surprised if I did it then, but I know I was doing that before the Olympics.
Yeah. Yo, you're doing that back when, like,
Before the
in
Olympics.
2019?
No, before
before the
2024
Olympics.
Olympics.
Yeah. Anyway,
It's miserable.
it's impressive. That's what it is, to be honest.
It's just a different mindset. Like, it was the mindset of kind of like the ultra marathon mindset. Like, I want to see how far I can go,
Yeah.
not like how fast you can go. And so that was the mindset I had to have during that.
That's wild.
I feel like my effort cross training goes like this. Like, it's low and then it peaks really high and then it just goes down every week I'm injured.
Yeah. Exactly.
Boards and tights and shoes were like comfortable finally. So hopefully they just.
The first part of cross training is always the worst because you're like dreading what's to come and you just don't want to go.
What?
Welcome to the show.
I was like, who's the crazy guy on the trying to sweat on, bro?
Always, man.
Do you ever stop? Yeah, I remember that.
And then they put you on the cart.
Bro, they put me on the cart and I was like, they started driving and I just like, all the emotions. I like put on my glasses and I was just like,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And then
Dude.
I look over and CJ's just like right in front of me because he was on the golf cart too.
Yeah.
Like on a different cart. And I was going backwards, he was going forwards and I was just like, I was like, hey CJ, what's up? You know? Me and Creed and I were both just processing it on our
I haven't
run.
processed it with Creed enough yet.
We still don't know. I mean,
Is that pretty normal in running?
where you just, like I'm done with the, dwelling on how bad it was, but yeah, like what's the next steps to get better, you know? And lots of times it's a bad day, but that one was pretty bad, so I think gotta make a few changes.
Tuesday, I decided to try a workout. And we were in lane 8 on the track, and we did 2,000 meter repeats, kind of at threshold pace, 2 minutes rest.
So if we end up crossing, just give them the inside. You guys take the outside. Okay, here we go. Ready, go. Nice job, guys. Good rhythm, good rhythm.
I'm gonna see if running the other direction lets it feel better, but I don't know.
Nice job, guys. One more lap. You got this.
I feel like I'm like a baby giraffe, like I'm just learning to run again, and the coordination, the efficiency isn't there.
and yeah, that can kind of be tough. The hardest part was, yeah, my ankle hurt, but honestly, it also just hurt. It hurt physically, like I was just in pain.
Okay, right there. Boom. 5:53. How's the ankle? Okay.
I'm
Okay.
right in line. It hurts
Okay.
a little bit. I'm not
Number
gonna
three.
lie.
Number three. Let's see. Number three. You're good. You're ready to go.
I didn't feel like it was getting much worse. The other direction feels better.
Oh, good. Okay.
So
Here we go.
the ankle felt good on that one, but that was probably just because the rest of my body hurt. Yeah, it's like this balance between really testing it and trying to get some answers, gain some fitness, but then also like obviously trying to stay consistent, like don't re-injure myself, don't cross the line. So
yeah, that's the part I didn't appreciate at the beginning, is that like when you have a group, they're all training in the same way. They're kind of like a team.
Yeah.
It's like a remote team, but they're under the same kind of training philosophy. So
Yep. They're experiencing the marathon and the build together. They're experiencing the torture from the prescribed Clayton workouts together.
Yeah.
you know, I get asked all the time about my training and you know the details of my training, and I try to answer comments and questions and DMs, but there's just too much. There's too many people, and so I decided to create something called Accomplice, where essentially I kind of lay out all of my marathon training, all of my resources, from my nutrition to my mindset to my workouts to my recovery to my ramping of mileage to my taper. And I've kind of distilled it all down into one location to make it easy for people to digest in an order that I think would be helpful.
We're doing 2x4 miles, so I'll get it at halfway, but I might have you hand it to me at the 2 mile mark as well. So I'll start 2 miles and then at the end.
So the point of Accomplice is to help people run faster. There's a lot of information about how to run a marathon, but what I realized is the gap isn't really about having enough information, it's about having enough application. So we want to give you the information in a very coherent way, but then make it really easy to apply it. Clayton's the perfect person to do this because he's not just really good at what he does, he's also really good at explaining what he does. And that's really important in taking, basically you have all these people up on Mount Olympus here, and then the idea is like, how do you bring that down and bring it down to the masses?
really the goal behind it is to kind of help anybody that wants to get faster at marathons, and not only get faster, but get faster. It really kind of stems from this idea that, you know, we don't just need to suffer through the marathon. We don't really need to like just finish the marathon. We can truly conquer the marathon, you know, if we have the right tools, if we have the right information, and that's really what Accomplice is.
All lungs, no legs. The ankle feels all right. 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10 maybe. When I, depending on the footing. So yeah, the ankle's good. Cardio actually feels okay, but man, I feel like, you know how my lower back used to get tight? That's tight. And it makes sense. I think my right leg is trying to compensate for my left.
You don't lose fitness and you don't lose, you know, the stimulus that quickly, but you know, the point of going to Valencia was to race fast, and if it's not quite showing up in practice, it's maybe a little risky to kind of throw a Hail Mary with the ankle and see what I can do. But yeah, that decision is to come.